What's up, everyone? What's up, Twitch? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Dutchling and Resonance? Welcome to what should be the final part of our testing new Sif. I showed this branch to Marvin PA, and he had a few one, he pointed out how the UI works isn't very good, how it fails before you can look at it, and that any fail chance should probably happen at the time of casting rather than before you bring up the screen. And yeah, that's definitely the case, and I will make that change. His other concern was that maybe channel should come at 1 star instead of 2 star, because it's maybe not enough early on, and that could be the case. I'm certainly willing to make that change. Yep, I will. This is the very end of this run. It started with a different version of this patch that mostly the same, but the ordering is different, and there's still some significant changes that might happen. It's pretty close to being merged. I'm not sure if Marvin PA will actually have time to play test it. He mentioned he might be able to play test it, but he's pretty busy, so he may not have time to get to that for a while. There's kind of one of the major issues is I might like to move book gifts earlier, but it's difficult to do that with the current approach. I would kind of have to move both abilities earlier. I kind of like this one being at 5 star, or I have to find a way to make the piety system with the gift timeouts actually work, because if you put book gifts at 4 star, the timeout, is it's a bit longer for Sif than it is for, say, Trog's weapon gifts, but even if you adjust that downward, because it's not that much longer, on average it's like 15 versus 20. I don't think it's quite a third longer. I mean, I think it's probably close to 25% longer, given there's a constant factor in there. I'd have to look at it. They both share the same constant factor, but there's a random roll based on your, based on a constant factor, but it's a random roll. It's like, 1d40 minus 1 for Sif and 1d30 minus 1 for Trog. That's only for the weapon gifts. Trog also has a gift timeout for... I should look at what HuWz is, because HuWz has the exact same setup of gifts starting 5 star and his most powerful active at 5 star. So I should see. I think his is also 30. Answering a couple quick questions. Discord, but now I will minimize Discord. No, I'll go further. I'll delete my account, uninstall Discord, delete my hard drive, throw this computer in the trash, start all over, just so I can give you my complete full attention. So we've already gotten to depths 5. We have 1 rune. I can go stop over in Snake. I might be able to get enough piety in Snake to get back to 5 star. Those monsters are not worth quite as much. I forget how piety gain is attenuated. Oh, okay. Pit 5. Ah, that's funny. My old memory, if you say a wrong level, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I said 5 because I guess most versions of Crawl I played, if you just, look at the count of the number of versions, Snake Pit did have 5 levels. So I still, though I don't usually forget that, I still can forget it. I could also do L3. Level 26. Epic. Oh, I think I know what vault that is. Guess I can kind of exclude this and... I mean, this should be a very easy... I do have Firestorm castable, so I can just, Good, I picked up another Skull of Blink. Do 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 do. Look at these salamanders. You think you can withstand Firestorm? Well, you probably can if I miscast it. Hit him, my fire vortices. Dodging 13 though. Yeah, haven't been any changes since last time. I was discussing at the start of the stream one potentially significant change and then a UI change. UI changes just to make the fail happen at time of casting, not at the time that you pull up the window, which is, something I was thinking of, and Marvin PA also mentioned it, and that's definitely something I'll do. This remix reminds me of The Doors a lot because of the way they use their Tarantino. I guess that sort of makes sense. It's kind of a cool remix, actually. I actually hate Quentin Tarantino movies, most of them anyways. But this is pretty cool. Reminds me a bit of The Doors more than... I don't know if Tarantino's ever used The Doors in any of his movies. He probably has. But then they used to... they had that like organ thing going on in the background. He probably used them in one of them. They were used in a lot of movies, I think. This vault is shaped like a snake. You're in snake, fighting snake. That will look like snake. Could be making zombies for sure, but kind of doesn't matter because I'm pretty overpowered. Those don't leave. Oh, there it is. We did get to the... we may lose it just from like... Snake? Snake? Snake! Great meme. I guess it's a combination of two memes. Oh, there we go. Chain lightning. Hello. I think I first heard of that solid snake kind of meme of all things from this old video of this great compilation somebody made of people messing around in this program that NASA released called Moonbase Alpha, which was like this moon landing simulator. And it had most people have seen the video that I'm talking about, or they've at least seen the stuff that people did, because it had text to speech featured prominently in chat, so you could communicate. And you were just sort of like derping around, walking in these giant spacesuits on the moon, and then people are just spamming really weird stuff into chat, into the text to speech with this really robotic voice. And like you could just spam like a bunch of vowels in a row, and it sounded pretty hilarious. Or you could just put in, you know, key phrases like have it say the thing from Solid Snake when Snake dies and the guy's on the phone. Snake? John Madden, yeah, sure. John Madden. Football. My single, the thing that makes me laugh the most is just when they put like I don't know what they put in, if it's just UH, so it's just it's like this echo too that makes it funnier. It's just like and then it's like two astronauts leaning really close to each other, both talking to each other, but all they're saying is like every time I see it I laugh. Because I'm a child. The video I'm thinking of has like a Super Mario 2 soundtrack, or you know, the song from Super Mario 2 is the background music. Is this a remix of it? Yeah. Talking about old memes, this game. A lot of people never... Oh, we lost it. Just by not killing things fast enough. I will hit you with my staff of fire, Snick. Really, really poorly, because I don't have any maces trained. Oh yeah, well God, every time I try to go to cast Firestorm, there's always two salamanders. Damn it. It's not a big deal, but... Oh, there we go. Wow, guys, spitting poison at me? Wow. Pretty mean. Oh no. Electric Snick. Very dangerous. Another one. This could be GG. Not if I disintegrate him. Eventually. Oh my god. I like how it's taking all charges from this wand to blow up one of these things. I don't have much Evo train, to be fair, but still, that was a little surprising. Oh no, did I lose my... Oh, phew. Valuable... Oh, Wand of Dig, nice. Always the salamanders. They're so precious. We're just here to make your fire magic bad. Don't mind us. Oh, we heard you were casting fire magic, so we showed up. Why don't you cast Iron Shot, your range 2 spell, instead? Thank you, Salamander. Thank you very much. Oh my god. It shows you how much resting you do. I have not made it to champ. I do want to go through and just really double check that there's not some weird aspect of Piety game that somehow had a special case where it's like, you know, Sif was handled by a weird default case or something. I think her Piety gain is fine, and I did check it, but I need to do something a little bit more systematic just to make sure. Cause it's you know, I haven't used channel a lot or anything this game. I even have Faith on right now, actually. Now, granted, I think the piety that I'm getting from these guys is attenuated by my XL because I'm very high XL relative to these monsters. So in vaults, I'm sure I'll kill a few things and I'll probably become champ in vaults. Speaking of vaults, I think it's time. What transloc? We have oh, we still haven't gotten the high level transloc, so that's kind of a shame. Then again, I have one translocation training, so perhaps that's not so surprising. I'm gonna go for 18 fighting. That's a little bit more important than a bit more EV. Not gonna get too much more dodging. After that, we're gonna finish up some fire. We may get invo up to 15. I mean, I forgot humans are +1. How about that? I mean, that's pretty cheap. Maybe let's see. The problem is it's for channel, and I'm not getting any immediate benefits. So yeah, for vaults, I will definitely just train the heftier thing. Wow, it's the only anaconda I saw on this entire level. Oh, it wasn't even Snake 5. I swear I didn't see a single. Oh no, yeah, that's right. It's not Snake 5 because there is no Snake 5. Stop thinking there's a Snake 5. It was the one and only anaconda. Notable because they are edible. Not that it really matters. I have managed my food cost and I have bewared the food cost sufficiently that I have 30 rations left. I will probably train another level of spellcasting. Thanks to my pretty good int, Firestorm is getting close to 4 pips, which is totally manageable, so I probably don't really need to train it with 30 left, and there's even a bunch of food, so really I don't need to train it. Only reason to train it would be to get some extra MP, which is not that big of a deal. Now we're gonna drop a couple of things. Probably gonna go the old Firestorm route here, I think. It says 2D Dark Souls. Yeah, maybe I should add Concern Sparkle. I feel like that would be an appropriate emote for this channel. You won't find that emote in White Hat 94's channel because he's a serious connoisseur of Concern Froge. Only pure Concern Froge, but in the lesser known backwaters of Twitch, at twitch.tv/gammafunk, Concern Sparkle has a home. Gamma's Fortress appearing in Yogi's games. That'd be pretty awesome. I could get a trap into Dark Souls, trap Yogi. I already trapped him. I killed, what was it? Was it a Pale Drek too? I killed one of his Draconians because it was one of my wand vaults. Yogi cannot resist going into a vault if there is loot in it, I noticed. He went into my worst one. Oh, was there like a really bad trap fortress? Yeah, I should go back and see. If you have a link to the VOD, I should check it out. Him falling for a trap is always great. Because Yogi, he's the type who, well, I don't know. It's probably if you put loot in it, he won't always die or fall for it, but he is prone to entering a trap, I've noticed, if you do put loot. He died in the one vault, which is a nasty early vault. It was one of my wand vaults. Then he just went in cavalierly with his OP centaur, which I don't think it had Zephyr bow at the time, but it had a really good longbow. And he went into my probably, well, at the time you could argue that I have worse vaults now, but it's a trap, which with all those Zot trap vaults, and he just went right into that and just started shooting, and he very nearly died. He came quite close to dying, but he shot his way through and somehow survived. And then he had the audacity to say, "Oh, that's it?" Of course that's it. You almost died. You got lucky, Yogi. Your Yogi strat's only just barely. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Oh, good. I like the link title too. Scary Opossum Feels Bad Man. It's a good generated name. Oh, thank you, Dag. 2099. Link you up post stream. Oh, is that not the link? Okay. He's got a bunch. Sounds like some good clips. It's a shame. He started streaming, I think, pretty late at night, and I had to work really early in the morning. So. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the kind of Yogi stream I want to check out. I'll have to watch it through the VOD. It's always fun to see that live instead, but he does tend to stream late at night most of the time. I can he has to stream more in the in the earlier evening, and then I might be streaming. We've been streaming at like the same time a lot of time actually recently, because when I tend to stream now. Well, and I actually am streaming. I should say that first, because I wasn't doing that for a while. All right. What am I gonna drop? Sack of spiders, box of beasts. I mean, there is the file, of course. I have Staff of Air for like Tornado, but honestly, I'm not gonna use Tornado here or anywhere. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Dag. 2, not 1 viewers, which constitute Dag himself, but 2. Which maybe the other was like a lurking bot or something, but hey, you know what? We're not going to ask too many questions. Yep, we could carry the Staff of Air so we could zap Tornado and have more spell power, because we did that once already and it was kind of crappy. Wasn't nearly as good as Dragon's Call. But 47, that's not a lot of free slots. Really don't need our Poison Ring, so I'll drop that too. We'll pick some of this stuff up. Do we have mutation? What happened? Didn't I? Oh yeah, oh yeah, I have an 8. What the frick? I don't even need to carry that dumb ring. Yeah, I really like no good I mean, in +2, sure, that's the, fine. Lado juice. I wish I had a beer. I had some free beer a few days back, but it's all gone now. Rest in peace, free beer. I guess we're gonna go with the mostly Firestorm approach. Oh yeah, I guess we are gonna map. Do I want to? Joe? Sure, definitely. We do not have a lot of haste this game. We have a billion heal wounds. Holy crap! But we don't have a lot of haste. We're gonna go with the agile. Yeah, I mean we're probably not gonna get banished. We're gonna go ahead and map this turn. Check out these vaults. What do we like? This top upper right is pretty clearly the safest vault. A lot of these other ones, this one's actually not too bad either down here, but well, I mean honestly, there's just not a, I'm not doing melee stuff anyway, so it's going to be mostly out in the open and just firestorming a ton of crap, probably channeling a lot. So it almost doesn't really matter which direction I go. I'm not going to be ducking into the vault. But the nice thing about this is it's going to be harder for monsters to feed out of this one. Not so much this one, though. This one's got a whole ton of monsters at the... Well, they have to make their way out of the center, I guess, to be fair. But for either of these two, so... We're roughly heading over to the upper right. Yeah, this one, I mean... This one is going to contain monsters maybe slightly better than the one over here. This one, you know, obviously all the monsters are in the center, but they have one narrow, tiny area that they come out of. So honestly, you can't complain too much, but these two are still just pretty open. You're definitely going to get this one that has a lot of connecting areas where monsters can pass through. This one, a little bit stuff in the center here, and if you're like over here, it's got to wander all the way around. So roughly speaking, yeah, this one. And I mean, if you're at the bottom, this one is fine because monsters have to come all the way around. Some vaults too are extra nasty in terms of monster count, and that's sort of a spoilery aspect where you just kind of have to know. And it has a system in Vaults 4 where it typically places a prize quad. I forget if it's 100% chance to place a prize quad, and then there's a chance to place an additional one. The prize quads are their own set of vaults. They have extra monsters relative to the other quads. They have a higher chance to have the rune, and they also tend to have better loot. It's been a while since I looked at that. I forget the exact specifics of it, but you can get variants to how much you get dumped on, just in terms of what quads you roll. There's roughly sort of equal monsters in a lot of them. What's up, Toad? Toad's here to see some firestorming. This rocking the CS style, courtesy of Baldnate. Always have style.